When you're on a date with a woman you really like, the conversation is flowing. She's laughing at your jokes and you're thinking, this is it. I've finally cracked the code. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that by mastering one simple skill, you could triple your chances of turning that first date into a second, third, and maybe even a lifetime of happiness? Gentlemen, welcome to the game-changing world of active listening. In a world where everyone's fighting to be heard, being the guy who truly listens is like having a superpower. It's the difference between being just another face in the crowd and being the man she can't stop thinking about. And the best part, it's a skill you can master faster than you can say Super Bowl champion. Let's face it, fellas. In our fast-paced American life, between the constant ping of notifications and the pressure to always be on, really listening has become a lost art. But here's the truth bomb. Women aren't looking for a man with the smoothest lines or the flashiest car. They're looking for someone who makes them feel valued, understood, and truly heard. So, buckle up because we're about to dive into the art of active listening. Master this, and you'll be the MVP of the dating game before you know it. First things first, guys, when you're with her, be with her. That means putting away your phone, turning off the TV, and giving her your full, undivided attention. Think of it like you're at the Super Bowl, and she's the quarterback calling the plays. You wouldn't be checking your fantasy football stats then, would you? In our hyper-connected world, giving someone your full attention is like giving them $1 million. It says, you're more important than anything else right now. And let me tell you, that's a message every woman wants to hear. Remember when your little league coach told you to keep your eye on the ball? Well, the same principle applies here. Make eye contact, not in a creepy, staring contest kind of way, but in a I'm engaged and interested in what you're saying way. Eye contact shows you're present and focused. It's like a nonverbal way of saying, I hear you, and what you're saying matters to me. Just think of her words as the ball, and your eyes are tracking its every move. Your body speaks volumes. Even when you're not saying a word, lean in slightly when she's talking. Nod to show you're following along. These small gestures are like the assists in basketball. They might not get all the glory, but they're crucial to winning the game. Avoid crossing your arms. It makes you look closed off or constantly fidgeting. It makes you look nervous or bored. Instead, keep an open, relaxed posture. Think of how you sit when you're watching your favorite team score the winning touchdown. That's the level of engagement we're going for here. Asking thoughtful follow-up questions is like throwing a perfect spiral. It shows skill, attention, and drives the conversation forward. When she mentions something, dig deeper. If she talks about her job, don't just nod and move on. Ask her what she likes about it, what challenges she faces, or how she got into that field. The key here is to ask open-ended questions. These are the questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. They invite elaboration and show that you're genuinely interested in learning more about her thoughts and experiences. Every now and then, try paraphrasing what she said. It's like instant replay in football. It shows you've been paying attention and helps ensure you've understood correctly. You might say something like, so, if I'm hearing you right, you're saying that. This technique serves two purposes. It shows her you're actively listening, and it gives her a chance to clarify if you misunderstood something. It's a win-win play, gentlemen. Empathy is about putting yourself in her shoes and trying to understand her feelings, not just her words. If she's telling you about a tough day at work, don't immediately jump in with solutions. Instead, acknowledge her feelings. That sounds really frustrating. I can imagine how stressful that must have been. Think of it like being a fan of her team. You're not on the field playing, but you're feeling every triumph and setback right along with her. In basketball, sometimes the most powerful move is calling a timeout, regrouping, and then coming back stronger. The same goes for conversation. Don't be afraid of brief silences. If she's finished speaking, take a moment to process what she said before you respond. These pauses show that you're thoughtful and that you're really considering her words. It's much better than jumping in with the first thing that comes to mind or, worse, interrupting her. While it's great to share your own experiences, make sure they're relevant to what she's saying. If she's talking about her love for hiking and you launch into a story about your fantasy football league, that's like trying to score a touchdown in a basketball game. Wrong sport, buddy. Your stories and input should add to the conversation, not derail it. Think of it like passing the ball back and forth in a game of catch. Each throw, or in this case, each comment, should be connected to the last. Women love a man with a good memory. If she mentions her upcoming big presentation or her dog's vet appointment, make a mental note. Better yet, follow up on it later. Hey, how did Buddy's vet visit go? This shows that you were not only listening, but that you care enough to remember and ask about the things that are important to her. It's like remembering stats from games played seasons ago. It shows you're a true fan, not just a fair-weather one. At the end of the day, the most important aspect of active listening is genuineness. All the techniques in the world won't mean a thing if you're not sincerely interested. So here's the real talk. If you find yourself struggling to listen actively, it might be a sign that she's not the right match for you, and that's okay. Remember, you're not just trying to win a date. You're looking for a real connection. And real connections are built on genuine interest and mutual understanding. Active listening isn't about being silent while she talks, only to jump in with your own story as soon as she takes a breath. It's about creating a real dialogue, a back and forth where both people feel heard and valued. Think of it like a great sports match. The best games aren't one-sided blowouts. They're dynamic exchanges where both teams bring their A game. That's what great conversation should be like, a thrilling back and forth where both people are fully engaged. Gentlemen, mastering the art of active listening is like winning the championship ring of communication. It sets you apart in a world where everyone's talking but few are truly listening. It shows respect, builds trust, and creates the kind of genuine connection that can turn a good date into a great relationship. Remember, at the end of the day, we're all just looking for someone who gets us, someone who makes us feel understood and appreciated. By becoming an active listener, you're not just improving your dating game. You're becoming the kind of man who can build lasting, meaningful relationships. So the next time you're out there in the dating world, remember these tips. Put down your phone, make eye contact, ask thoughtful questions, and really tune into what she's saying. You might be surprised at how quickly you go from bench warmer to MVP in her eyes. Now get out there and show them what a real listener looks like. Your perfect teammate is waiting for you to make that game-winning play.